Morning, everybody. Got the old MF231 out this morning. Time for an oil change. So let me gather up my materials and we'll get busy on this. All right, everybody, this is what we're going with. The popular Shell Rotella 15W-40 diesel engine oil. I think it's probably a choice of a lot of tractors and machinery and stuff like that, but it's all I've pretty much ever used on the diesel engines. But and we got our filter right here, the 144-708 2M1 spin-on oil filter. I think I had a Wix on there, but anyway, that's what we're going with this time. So let's get down here and get the plug out. I'll get my drain pan. Plug is really easy to get to, right there on the side of the pan. If you can see that right there. So it should be a simple task. Okay, and this is a 27mm plug here. So let's see if we can get her loose. Oh yeah. Alright, now what are the chances that I'm going to drop this plug in the oil, or it's going to run all down my arm? I don't know, maybe. Let's see. Man, how long is that thing? Oh, not too bad. So, this is a 1998 231. Man, I love this tractor. It's like you've seen in my previous videos, sort of like the old Army tank. But yeah, I grew up on Massey, so kind of got a special place for the Masseys. But anyway, yeah, it's 1998. It's got 1,096 hours on it. So in some regards, that's like practically new. But yeah, I've tried to take good care of it. I'm a little bit early. I think the manual recommends changing it at about every 250 hours. I'm right at 200 hours now since the last time I changed it, but it has been actually a couple of years. So I just decided it's a nice cool morning. I'm going to do some brush hogging later this afternoon, and so I said, well, let me go ahead and I'd already got my oil, my filter and everything. Let me go ahead and get this done. So yeah, it's you'll see when we get around there to the where the oil fill and the filter, they put some thought into when they designed these tractors, some years ago, to the ease of access to getting to the oil fill, filter, that kind of thing, versus a lot of these newer tractors, not quite as easy. But anyway, just how it goes. So we'll let that drain out for a bit. Per the manual, it's about 1.8 gallons to fill her back up. So we'll let that drain for a bit, get most all of it out, going around and maybe get the filter off. Let's slide this over as far as we can. I'm not sure, that might get me in line with the filter also. So let's move around to the other side and I'll show you how easy it is to get to that filter. All right, yeah, from the looks of that oil, it's definitely time. It's looking pretty dark there. But all right, let's see if we can get this filter off and try not to make too much of a mess here. Oh yeah, there we go. But of course the wind wants to blow it in and make it miss. Yeah, made bigger mess there than I intended, but yeah, I know I should have on gloves. All right, let's open up this new filter and see what we got here. Yep, looks to be about the same. All right, let's get a little oil on that ring. Not to tighten them too tight. Lots of times I'll keep these little grip pads, and that helps, especially when you get oil on your hands like I've already done. It helps you grip it to tighten it down. Because usually hand tight is about enough on that. Alright, I think that'll do it. Alright, we'll get back around to the other side. Get the plug in, fill her up. But you can see what I was saying. I know on the Coyote, it's not terrible, but it's kind of up in there a little bit. But how much easier does it get than that right there for access? All right, let's go back to the other side. And you can just tell, you know, getting up under this tractor, they built these things to last. I mean, it's just heavy duty, you know, very little plastic components anywhere. It's back to what I always say, don't make them like they used to. Alright, I'll go ahead and get this plug back in there. It could probably drip just a bit more, but I think we're okay there. That should be plenty right there. Okay, let's get the oil and get her filled up. It get no easier than this for access to refill it. I mean, how much more could you ask for than that? You almost don't even need a funnel, honestly. You could just pour right from the can. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and throw a gallon in there. Probably could have grabbed a funnel with a little bit bigger opening. Might have sped the process up a little bit, but we're almost there. All right, that should just about get her there. We'll get her fired up, run for a little bit, make sure we ain't got nothing leaking. Cut it back off, wait a bit, and just double check the level. Something else they had in here, I don't know if I can get this to where you can see it, but I don't know if you can see down in there. There's a screen that would, you know, catch any larger debris or whatever. I mean, hopefully you wouldn't be putting anything in there that would, you know, be that big, but gets back there again to how they made things. And, you know, this nice spout that that comes out here extends out a ways to, I don't know, it's just don't get much easier than that as far as an oil change on a tractor. But all right, let's get her fired up here and see what she sounds like. Good to go. Guess it's time to put this boy in action now. And didn't do a video on this, but got some new chompers for the Hardy. So ready to put those in action and see how she fits. All right. Thank you everybody for joining me. Hit that like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.